been seeing this trending thing on social media about getting a tech job, and it is good. It pays good, but nobody talk about the stress or the roadblocks that you face in working in the tech. What's up, guys? My name is Moise, and let's dive into this video. The long hours and high stress. When I think about being a full stack developer or being a developer, is you staying at the computer for 8 hours, or just you trying to solve a problem whole day. And so that comes with being stressful. I work from 8 to 4:30, and my work is kind of stressful, but it's not too stressful. It's more stressful if you have a boss or a manager that push you to do more work. But it's less stressful when you have a job that is a laid back job. And I feel like it is more stressful to me because every day I have to fix something. And if I don't fix something, it's become more stressful. And so when I get home, it's more like I want to get back to that work. I want to be able to finish that work before the next day. Or just pushing myself to be the best version of myself. And that it is so stressful. And it's also stressful when you stare at the computer for a whole 8 hours. And there's a lot of things that can affect your performance. It's just like those factors adding together makes everything difficult. The second thing about being a developer is more like you need to work on yourself. You need to work on your craft. And if you don't keep up with the change and you let it sit for a while, when you come back to look at it, it feels like a new thing to you. And you have to learn it all over again. But if you keep up with the new change each and every day, that will help you to be a good developer. And that also help your skills because you are keeping up with the new update. Watching YouTube video, that will help you. You make sure that you are on top of your game. It's like playing basketball. You have to practice each and every day to be the best. It's like LeBron dunking on the hoop. It's more like he's working on his craft and he's working on it each and every day. And that's how being a programmer is. You have to work on your craft each and every day, because the moment that you feel like, oh, I know everything, I'm just gonna keep my head down, just do it, it's gonna hate you, because that happens to me and I regret it. And now when I go back to look at it, it's like, oh man, I wish I was keeping up with all those changes hurting me now. So it's more like keeping up with the trend is something that you guys have to keep in your mind. Another thing is the pressure of delivery or meeting deadlines. What I learned is when you speed into getting your job done, sometimes it's good if you know what you're doing. Sometimes, even when you know what you're doing, there is always gonna be a mistake. So one thing that I do to help me meet the deadline is to test my code. I write tests, I make sure the test pass, because where I work from, people are testing our code. So it's good to take your time, test your code, make sure everything works well, and then send it out. Take your time, even though the deadline is coming close, but you know that I don't want to push this right now, because if I push it, I will have like a bug. So it's better to test your code, make sure everything works fine, ask someone to test it. That's what we do. We will have another developer test your code just to make sure everything that you do is right, or you need to make a change. And once that code is out, it's out, because you know someone already watching to do the testing, so you don't have a lot to do. And so that's the good thing about taking your time. Even if there's a deadline, don't pressure yourself. Make sure you get the right things out. Make sure you test your code and make sure everything is right before you send it out. And lastly, is one thing that also I deal with that each and every day is career advancement. It's like you compare yourself to different developers. If you work by yourself, also you are comparing yourself to different developers that are doing the same thing that you are doing. Instead of trying to build yourself and work hard on yourself, you turn to look at other people. People learn differently. It's good to have to have those people motivate you, but to not look at it as a challenge, because that is going to hurt you in the long run. God gifted us differently. He gifted us in a different ways. And so comparing yourself to a different person, I don't think it's a good way to learn or to improve in life. So I hope you guys find value in this video. I hope you guys learn from it. If you guys like me to make more video, please leave it down in the comment. And before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and like. I'm trying to grow my channel. Stay blessed and see you guys.